Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz Universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're gonna watch 3 masteries from my subscribers. And the first one is Kira's Lotov, my clanmate from UN410 clan, and his T57 Heavy. Basically, this tank is really good if you know how to play it. You have nice burst damage, you have pretty nice mobility. Also, pretty trollish armor, I would say. It's not super strong in any matter, but still it's enough to make it effective if you play it correctly. Basically, you should go only for the targets you can take down in your clip, and that's what my amigo is doing here. He has one more in the clip, so he just took that shot even though it bounced. Yeah, it's a good tank. It's an overall good tank, but it's unique in the playstyle. If you know how to play tanks with auto loading guns like the Batchat, like the AMX, it's a trade-off between, I would say, MX 5120 or 50B. You have bit more armor, but bit less mobility. And still the play style doesn't change. It's basically more or less the same. First of all, sorry for not putting this video in on Sunday, because we have always Sunday viewers mastery replays, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. I simply didn't find the time to do it, so that's why I'm giving it to you today. And thank you all for subscribing to my channel. We have still people coming here, which I'm really grateful for, because it's really nice to see that you enjoy my videos, that you enjoy my content. And we're trying to work on something special, something big, and something new for my subscribers, and hopefully we'll be able to do it before we reach 500, but I have no idea if we will be able to. Second of all, I want to make a giveaway, some kind of a giveaway, but I need to just find a way to do it. I don't really want to log on your accounts, and I don't have community contributor accounts, so that means simply probably there's not gonna be a way to do it, but who knows, we'll see. We'll gonna try to do something. Okay, so let's get back to game. As you can see, my amigo's team is kind of losing. We're kind of losing now. It's 4 against 4. He's sitting on 3.5k damage, which is quite good for a tier 10. Even if you play like a normal game, 3.5k is nothing bad. Nothing bad. You just did your role in the team. Everyone should be dealing damage, and you're just one of those players that deal this damage. But my amigo decided that that's not enough, and he simply wants more. Now he's on a long reload, so he needs to back up from that grill, because that grill can basically two-shot him. And they have 3 TDs. That means that he needs to save some of his hit points simply to survive and be able to be effective, because this tank is a clipper. As I told you, it's a support tank, so he doesn't want to be focused. He just needs to work on this grill using his teammates, and his IS-7 did a great job over there, just being bait for the grill. That's why my amigo could be effective and just simply kill him. I have no idea what this Vickers is doing on the other side of the map. I simply have no idea, because if he gets rushed, if he finds 2 of those TDs, they will probably kill him instantly. That's why I'm not I have no idea why is he on the other side of the map. But thankfully he was able to kill one of those TDs, and that means that there's only one TD left, and my amigo decides to reload his clip. Bit late, but still he has to travel for some distance, so probably he's gonna be able to reload on time, and I'm pretty sure he will be. Maybe he won't be able to get there on time, but we'll see. All three of my of his teammates are in here, and there's a torch, yeah, and he was able to finish last one off, ending up on 4 kills and 5,709 damage, ace tanker, top gun, high caliber, and 1,518 base XP, which is great. And now we have a second game, this time in Thunder, and from another of my clanmates. This one is Cuban 827 and his Thunder. And well, we talked about Thunder many times before, but Thunder basically is KV1S. For those who don't know still, it's basically KV1S with extra 2 degrees of gun depression, which really works way better than 8. And it's always every degree of gun depression more is really good for ya. And above all, the armor profile is more or less the same, mobility is more or less the same. Stat wise, it looks that that Thunder has better armor profile, but it's kind of slightly different. It has some other weak spots, so I don't feel it more more armor than KV1S. Mobility wise, it's a bit slower than KV1S, but still it's fast, so I also don't feel like it's lacking mobility. It's really fast for a heavy tank. And I would say that the only difference between this and KV1S is earning credits. That's one thing, and the other thing is basically the 10 degrees of gun depression. And this 10 degrees of gun depression is all that makes this tank work, because with extra 2 degrees of gun depression you can work on edges, work on ridges. You can just simply try to poke out in many more scenarios that you will be able to using standard KV1S, and that's the main advantage of this tank over KV1S, this extra 2 degrees of gun depression. And my amigo is on this map, it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe a bit when you're using behind little bumps or little ridges, because if you want to, you can use some of the steep terrain to get over and try to get your enemies. But well, I don't know if you look at the video. I don't know what the hell is it inverted. First of all, just noticed it's totally inverted, and I have no idea why. I will try to fix it. Maybe you'll see the fixed version. I have no idea. But still doesn't change the fact that my amigo here is doing a great job, and he didn't lost any single HP. He did almost 2k damage already with the long reload of this derpy gun, and it's not the end. He will do a bit more for sure, I can assure you that. And hey, I was able to fix the video so it's normal again. It's way easier to read stats and read all this damage if they're not backwards, let's say, on the other side of the screen. And my amigo is doing a great job here. KV2 missed his shot, he rushed his shot, and my amigo didn't really took the chance to hit him. And it was a great idea, because the KV2, as you can see, doesn't have the derpy 152mm gun. He has some other gun, because he was able to fire quite fast, and my amigo needs to wait very long time to basically reload his gun. So that means if he shoots, he wants to get his opponent at least deal some damage, because otherwise he would be he have to wait a long time and hide somewhere to not get shot. As you can see, he's aiming all his shots, and that's the great thing to do in the KV1S, and same with the Thunder, because if you lose your shot, if you miss your shot, you need to wait about 17 seconds before you can shoot again, and that means you're really vulnerable to your enemies for that 17 seconds, and if you miss, you won't do damage. That's as simple as that. So he finished up on 3 kills, 2800 damage, ace tanker, high caliber, and 1063 base XP, which is also great. And the last game is from my subscriber Kinder0601 from MCM XL Clan. And I think that's the first video from him, first replay that I'm showing you on my channel. I'm simply hoping that he will send me more of his replays, because I really like to share them, and I really want to share them with you. For those who don't know how to play, it will maybe do some good job just by looking at those replays, how those guys are positioning their tanks, how are they playing to get the masteries. On the other hand, it's great because I want to share those replays with the community, because I find it really good to do it, because simply every one of us have some mastery games, like at least one, let's be honest. Like even the worst player sometimes gets lucky and gets a nice ace, and for those guys it's really great. It doesn't matter for me that it's a epic game, like really epic. I have special epic game episodes so I can put them there. I really want you to send me your videos of your replays, and I will simply show them to other subscribers so they can watch them and they can comment on them. And I know I really like to view my own videos, my own replays on other YouTubers' channel. I sent some bits of nice games to Martin Dogger. Still, I was able to see my video, see my replay in the video he made. So that's great. That's simply great that we making a community over here and just enjoying everyone's games, and that's simply great. So don't mind even if you have a bad game and you got a mastery, if it's not spectacular. It doesn't matter for me. Simply send it to me and I will show it on my channel. And yeah, so the last game is from IS-8, and IS-8, as I told you, is more of a heavium than a heavy tank. Armor profile isn't spectacular, it's quite mobile, the gun is still quite trollish, but it's a Russian tank. I don't blame it. It's typical for the Russian tanks. Basically, if you played IS-3, if you played IS-6, if you played IS-4, if you played IS, KV-1S, it's more or less the same. Derpy gun, quite big alpha, and the only difference is that previous tanks and next tank, which is the IS-7, have pretty nice armor profiles, and IS-8 unfortunately isn't one of them. It's mobile, it's more effective if you support your medium tanks than if you go with your heavies. Basically, it can't stand the heat of the front line. Of course, you can bounce on the turret, it's possible, it's not that bad, but in general you will struggle to bounce on your hull. Of course, you have space armor on your sides. That means you can just get some bounces, troll bounces from your sides, which is great. But as soon as the enemy will aim for the tracks, you will get penned on the side, and that will be the end. But we have the moment here when it's 1 against 1. His enemy is on full HP. He has slight hit point pool disadvantage, but you have to remember that he's a tier 9 tank against tier 8. But the VK has nice DPM, and if he was spamming his shots, why he didn't, I have no idea. But yeah, even with tier 8, it's such an easy task to pan IS-8. I have no idea why this guy didn't do it. He bounced twice, and now my amigo was doing the right thing. He was trying to side scrape, and when he was trying to do a good thing, he got panned. But now it's basically all over, because a bigger alpha on the IS-8 is way better than the VK's 105mm gun. So it's gonna be all over really soon. And if you watch my video on the VK, you know already that it doesn't really stand a chance as a heavy. So 4 kills, ace tanker, top gun, high caliber, and 4 kills with 1481 base XP, which is a great value for a tier 9 tank. So GG's to all the guys, and that's all for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.